Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. And I want to say thank you guys for watching and the great comments there. To yeah, we're going through the period. It's tough and so on. And tomorrow is going to be this day of testing your inner strength. But what strength though? The inner strength of uh, hope, belief, love in there. It's always going to come in as the moon is going to beginning to approach Pluto. You're going to see that visions, this powerful energy that's going to comes in for it. Yes, like when you pray, you're not seeing it, right away for it. But guess what? You have the hope, the belief, and the love in you when you pray for the things to get and of course, that strength within the soul is going to be tested. Some of the people think that this is kind of like escapable for it. It's kind of like they can bypass it and run away from it, and so on and so on. Some of the people are going to give up in there because of a lot of personal things. But it's the same time, it's going to be this underneath energy of like there is no escape. You have to go through what you have to go through it. And that is a coming from Saturn currently with squaring Mars and Venus. And this is a what people is going to be taking it, these situations in there um, personally. Okay. And when we are talking about personally situations in there, guys, I want to kind of like giving you this belief, hope, and love inside of you for your own self in there. Okay. Uh, so, I mean, look at it in this situations too. Um, my advice will be listen to your soul. Okay. The best advice that I've been giving to some people, even in my other channels, and there, it is about this. Listen to your soul. Don't listen to your ego. Don't listen to your personal traumas. Don't act on the base of the traumas because the trauma is your weak spot. And during the testing, where are you going to fail? You're going to be failing on your weak spot. Hi, darling. Thank you for coming in. And those energies that we are going to see it today, the beginning of the day is going to be that the ascendant is going to be at Virgo. It is about the North Node. Where are you going? You have to be healed where you're going. And who knows the best? Virgo knows the best. Okay. And with this kind of like an energy, the midheaven is together with Uranus, who is squaring the Sun and Mercury, which is we have a lot of this authority change in there. And talking about this, there is this post I just posted on Facebook in there. There is this old king who is all black and gray, and his crown is all crazy and stuff, and he's like, oh, you changed. And on the other side is the other king in there. Of course, we are supposed to change. And that's what this is. You need to understand that diamonds are created under pressure. Yeah. Otherwise, you're soft and black. But what happens when that pressure and energy is produced in there? Within the graphite, within the carbon, becomes this diamond. Okay. So once you build this inner strength within yourself, you're going to be able to see it and develop it this because you're going to need that strength. You're going to see that you're going to be facing that strength at 8 o'clock in the morning, as you see it right now in your screen. That is this red squaring in there. It's called in astrology, it's called T-square. So get used to it, this energy. This energy is going to be for a while in there. But that energy is about developing this. And who's going to gain a strength with all this? See, Saturn and Jupiter, they're not personal planets. Saturn is responsible for your learnings. See the secrets, see behind the veils. He's the teacher, he's the wizard, he's the priest. Jupiter, it is the inspirations, the growth. He's the master in there for it. So when you see it with this within yourself, what's left there? It is Mars and Venus. And this is how the man and the woman, they're going to be sticking it together with this energies for it. And who's going to be putting them together? The intuition. It's the same thing like the mother can't put everyone together in the family. Okay, that kind of like intuitions that's going to comes in. And as you see it, the moon is in divine energies with Mars, and it's in divine energies with Mercury and the Sun. The proper way in there, but it is about this transformations that's going to be coming from where? From the intuition. For that job that's going to be needed to be done. Okay. So with that being said, in the next hour, which is that's going to be at 9 o'clock, the midheaven, it's still going to be at the Gemini. Sandon is going to be with the True Lilith, which is she went back into Virgo. That is still going to be opposing Neptune in there. In Pisces, it's kind of like I don't want to ending this, I don't want to getting into this, and so on and so on and so on. But you need to understand, if you want to have the new life that you pray for, if you want to have the new love, if you only have to understand this in there, you need to understand one more thing. The old life is going to cost you not having the new life. And the new life is going to cost you that you have to give up the old life. It's not the other way around. Okay, there is no for it. And this kind of like is going to be testing your this kind of like an energies for it, for you to it, and you need to be tested because that way you know what is the truth within you. The moon is going to begin to powering itself into this full moon. You're going to be getting it, those energies. Some of you may be going to start having some visions of the tensions between authority and what is it, the new things that's going to come in. Okay, I'm going to be making tomorrow the report for full moon to a new moon. This is a 2-week period videos, so you're going to have some chance to understand some of the things ahead of the time. Hopefully you guys watching those videos in there, but with that energy there, as you see it, it is connecting with Uranus and it's connecting with the intuition. Right now, the intuition is going to be on fire with you. Why? Because the intuition is going to be telling you, hey, this is a test. Hey, this is my strength. Hey, this is, I don't want to act on my pain. I don't want to act from my wounds. I don't want to acting from this. I got to act from my strength, from my hope, from my belief. You see, the belief it's coming in there to give you the power of knowing that you don't know what's going to happen. But you believe in yourself anyway. Okay? The hope that the thing's going to be okay anyway. And you're not setting up projections within you because you know the love is within you. So it doesn't matter what it is going to be in there. And this is what is going to give you this inner power, strength that comes in within the soul. All right. Talking about the next hour, this is going to be this cardinal changes that another T-square is going to be. It's like, oh my God, deals a lot of pressures. Yeah, it's a lot of pressures from everywhere. Okay, it's the same thing like a diamond. You think the diamond is only pressure from the one side? No, It's pressure from all directions. And it's asking you for what? To gain your strength. That's all that is. And if you give up, you're going to be all these agitated energies and so on and so on. But if you build yourself as a diamond in there, you're going to be finding the power of how the seed breaking the shell and comes out to have a life, beautiful life on earth. That's what the message is about the picture that I'm posting in the front of the video. All right, talking about the next hour, similar energies, we had that. This is this cardinal changes that it needs to be as the moon is approaching more. She's squaring at Chiron, unhealed wounds is gonna come out. Just to remind you that don't act on those wounds. You need to start acting and being this victim mode mentality. Okay? You need to stop doing this into yourself because that creates this balance within you. And that doesn't help of developing this strength. And this is why the ascendant is going to be a trining with Mars. That is that big blue line right here with Jupiter. You're growing up your strength in there while under pressure. At the same time, it is the divine learning. You're getting it from Saturn. Okay? You're getting at those energies, but that mid-heaven of the family is going to be trigger unhealed wounds. Okay? And those unhealed wounds is going to be showing up weakness. All right, the next hour we are talking about the ascendant still is going to be at Libra. The mid-heaven it goes into Leo, but this time there is this yacht created from Mercury and ascendant. And the ascendant is in divine energies with Uranus. See, the universe is giving you this balance in there to find out at the end the visions, but they're connecting with the energy of the authority and communications, which is ultimately they are talking about one thing. We need to be together with the intuitions and this deep consciousness changes that we are going to need. Where we need to finish some of the work. Something is not quite right. The base is not great. Something it's got a foothold. Okay? It's kind of like you step in it, but your foot goes down and there's like, oh my God, there is a hole. Something is not okay. And this is why when you're doing this strength test, and seeing it within yourself, the places you need to develop your strength. All right. Talking about the next hour, this is going to be a lot of divine energies in there. This is going to be the authority time. Guys, you already know it. Beautiful energy for a lot of synchronizations, a lot of healing, of course, because you understanding what you need to heal in there. But the divine energies that's going to come in from the moon for it is going to be really begin to, you see, the authority want to begin to understand, you know what, I'm listening to my intuition. I don't want to listen to nobody's opinions. I don't want to listen to nobody else's situations, and so on and so on and so on. And then you're saying, I don't want to listen to the universe, and the intuition says like, no, 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 no. You need to listen to the universe through me. I am the one who listens to the universe. Your authority is not, because you have your ego there. This is why if you take the things personally today, in the next few, I would say quite a few weeks, in there, you're gonna mess it up a lot of things in your life. But if you overcome these emotions and that and so on, guess what's gonna happen to you? Oh my God, you're gonna build your strength in life. All right. Talking about 2 o'clock energies, the mid-heaven, it's going to be with Venus. Be mindful about that energies with Venus. Venus is that representations of the other name is known about Saint Sophia with her 3 daughters. But what is her 3 daughters? Hope, belief, and love. And this is a right now that during this times in there, you gotta be like the Saint Sophia, you know. You gotta have that within yourself. But where is the Sophia? Sophia is right now represents the moon, the mother. Okay? And she is like, we need to change. It cannot go this way anymore. We need to promote peace, love, prosperity, and work towards that. And this is going to be that powerful energy. But on the other side, for it, if you don't feel like the love towards you and so on, Mars is impatience. Some of you is going to be having a lot of hard time with this impatience of Mars and Gemini. It's like, oh, you don't give me this, then you know what I'm talking about in there. And if you're following the proper energies of Mars, which is Mars is sextiling right now, Chiron, and sextiling Mercury with the Sun, that is about the strength. If somebody gives you an order, and you're following the order, but you're angry against the order because it's not the order you wanted to hear, guess what? You're gonna mess the things up. I'm talking about the masculine energies. But if you accept the order, accept the authority, you don't take the things personally because the authority is changing under the divine guidance that it's coming in. How's that going to be for a change? You become the warrior of God. Okay? This is a strength for some of the masculine energies that they are going to be developing this within. All right. Next hour, this is going to be at the 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're talking about the ascendant there. Beautiful visions. The moon is beginning to rising up. For it begins to go on towards this union with Pluto and begins to shine that light. At the same time, she's still in the underworld. And this is one of the authorities going to be seeking it. You're probably going to go through some of the darker stuffs in there for it that you going to be seeking at this light. But the light is you. Okay? Because when there is no light around you, take a look inside of you. The light went somewhere. It's inside of you. That light, that shine. It's the same thing, like the diamonds. Okay, they're reflecting the light. They break in the light in its spectrums and have all those different colors. All right, talking about the next hour, this is going to be a little bit tough positions we're talking about with these energies of Mars and Saturn and the ascendant in there. Of course, you're going to be doubting everything. Shadows of a doubt, there is always going to be. But if you trust the intuitions, you trust the authority and the divine energies, there's nothing going to stop you. When you have these divine energies inside next to you, there's nothing going to be stopping you. And that is the power of the soul. That's what those connections is there. That's what this energy is up there. It has its purpose. Everything that it's created has purpose. The good, the bad, and so on and so on. You think that the good is doing a good job when it goes and fighting against the dark? It's doing the same thing because the dark is fighting the light. It's a fight. It's a war. While it has to be understood that it's got to be a balance of coexistence. Too much Jedi stuff at Star Wars talking about it, but anyway, they haven't been involved to that place yet in the movie. But anyway, we're talking about that astrology report here. So it's 5 o'clock energy. The ascendant is moving into Sag as the midheaven is going to be at that positions of Libra, the balance. You're going to understanding that balance that I was just talking to you. Okay? That's all. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has differences. Everyone has these different situations. But we don't have to fight. And this is what the beauty of the relationship is. when you accepting each other's differences, you can be able to work the things out within each other with love and so on. Then discover the love, the real power of love. But that is how you're going to be forcing to be changed to a diamond. And this is those energies, those divine energies that is going to be very strong. Of course, there's if there is a force of this, there's going to be awkward force, your resistance to change. And the people who are resisting the change, guess what they have inside of it? Aggravations, agitations, and name it. Nervousness, jumpy. They cannot find a spot and they don't know why. Because they're resisting the change of evolution that it's brought to him for better life. Most of the people won't understand that though. Most of the people, they just have their own agendas to fulfill instead of to figure out that maybe that's not the way. That's not the road. But if the divine preparing you to become a diamond for the next path of your life, because you're going to need it, guess what? Follow it. This is going to be a great change that it's coming for it. All right, talking about 6 p.m. In there, the ascendant is going to be really put that work. You're going to feel like the past, the present. Oh, I need to work. Oh, I don't want to work. You just back home and with all those crazy energy, you just want to go down and sleep and doing absolutely nothing. What happens with doing nothing? Nothing happens. That's it. Okay. So what you need to see is look at it, that love in there. Look at it in the shadow, because the midheaven is at Scorpio, sextile in Venus, and trining Saturn. See, that is going to be the moment when you're going to be practicing the inner light of love within you. Okay, because that is how you're going to be getting that light out from within yourself. Actually, in the gravity in there, that is one of the black hole consuming all the light. It is exploding and creates a new galaxy. It's the same thing. You're going to be exploding from the darkness that you have within you. And you're going to be creating a new light. As they say it in the Bible, let it be a light. Are you ready for your new life? Hopefully you are, because you're going to see it. Here it's that 7 o'clock energy. You're going to be able to see it. What is this all about? But all the pressures in there that making up within the pressures, the midheaven there is at Scorpio is going to put some pressures of Mercury and the authority and standing against the universe. You're standing against the universe. You're fighting this energy. You're that little tiny, teensy thing on a planet called Earth, on this small galaxy called Milky Way, and you think you're going to fight the whole universe? You must be out of your damn mind. And you're going to see these energies here that says like, here, we came here for you to evolve, to understand better the universe, to understand in everything that it goes on. That energy here, with the moon, with the visions, that it's coming in a Pluto, that energy is going to be coming from putting that place within the shadow. And in the shadow, you have two choices. Listen at the shadow and act in that shadow and create all those agitations, or shine up the light in there. When you're shining the light, this divine energy is going to come in towards the sun. And that is going to be these healing patterns. At the same time, these divine energies here, they're going to be with Neptune. You're going to be turning to what it's called a supernova. And the characteristics about this supernova, that is when the empath blows out and removes the narcissism in there for it. If you've been studying psychologists, that's what they use in some of the stuff when the empath turns supernova into the narcissist, and narcissist kind of goes in there. But imagine the narcissist and the super empath is you. And this is what some of you is going to be experiencing something from within yourself, getting that darkness out of it. Because the moon and Pluto, they have very beautiful energies with the universe, very beautiful energies with Neptune. And they're all working together. We're talking about the power of wisdom, understanding that it's coming in from the intuitions that learn these divine processes of what's coming into the near future. It's coming to help you within yourself. So 8 o'clock it's coming. You already see it. You say, you know what you expect. But of course, shadows of a doubt, duality, of course, triggers, Mars, Venus, Saturn is like, what should I do with this, Dio? Change. Change. Don't take things personally. See your weak spots. Why you want personal attentions in the first place? Why you want personal recognitions? If the people doesn't give you all the attention, they're not ready to give you. If the people at work, they don't give you this recognitions for the great job, they don't want to give you because something within them they don't want to give. They probably never learn what is mean the power of give and receive. Maybe they were taught that when somebody does a good job, hey, you did a good job. Okay. But if you look at it on the other side, you know, be a little bit like the public servants, like the cops, when they do a good job after solving a case and so on, it's like, hey, let's go have a beer, right? Socializing. But it's not only the cops they're doing, the doctors are doing after heavy surgeries, the firefighters after they've been having a rough time. Everyone who does a public service. But the same thing is with you. Okay, the moon is where? Capricorn. Public service. All right, talking about the next hour, the ascendant is with Saturn. Oh my God, you've seen those limitations. It's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I don't know, and so on and so on. We get in the strength because you haven't healed patterns. And now it's like, I'm going to be healing this. I'm going to go there. I'm going to be knocked this off. I cannot going to be living my life and those traumas, dramas, pains, personality issues in people that have a weak mind. So basically, you're gaining your strength, but you're also going to be kind of like removing people from the circle because they don't have the strength. You're going to be attached to the strength that you are from within because your journey is going to continue with people who have the strength to keep on going. It's the same thing. Those two kind of like a personalities, they're going to be fighting within you. That's a Mars and Venus. Okay. But we are going to be experiencing that also in the full moon. This full moon is going to be a very powerful purpose in there. All right. Talking about the next hour, this is going to be at 10 o'clock energies for Chiron is going to come out in the horizon. It's going to be like dear authority. Fix your shit. Basically, that's what it's going to be. For it, and right now this is going to be a little bit of issue of the intuitions and Pluto that says like you cannot heal. That is in a moment that you will understand some people cannot heal or something you cannot heal. Why you cannot heal though? Hope, belief, and love are there with you. How much power they have, how much value they have with you. Love. Did you got the proper value in there? And this is why the next hour for it, you're going to see the midheaven. It's together with the moon. It's going to be a reminder before you go to bed about that power, about that strength. The soul is going to be a reminder about your spirit. You see? And the ascendant is going to be together with Uranus. You're going to be seeing the universe house comes in and says like, here's the universe. I'm gonna send you there. But how? Well, Pluto is gonna go back in there. But that is pretty much what it was, the last, what, full moon. What was your lesson from the last full moon? Did you create the right family? Have you had the right family? Have you solved the drama and the trauma from the family? I hope you did. Because right now, the wisdom of this is to practice that within that authority. And if something is not right, Mercury is coming to meet the sun. They're only 2 degrees apart, but they're already, you're going to be feeling it. Especially when you wake up. You're going to be feeling the powerful energy there between Mercury and the sun, especially tomorrow at 1 o'clock. But also, that energy at 1 o'clock is going to come in how you go to bed. Because how you go to bed, that's how you're going to be waking up for it. And this is what you need to look inside of yourself. Are you going there with hope, belief, and love within the soul, within you, and you giving the power to that love? Or giving the power to your weaknesses? The test is going to be that. What are you going to do? All right, guys. So if you have any questions, guys, you may ask now. If not, let's share the love and the light. Come back tomorrow for more Astro-Gravitational reports here and wisdom for your life. Be loved, guys, and thank you for watching.